Hello everybody, welcome to another Weka video. Today I want to talk about something that is pretty personal to me, and I've been seeing a lot of it in the comments recently, and I have been wanting to talk about this for a while since I am now out of high school and my adult life is starting to come together. I just started emoting and I don't know how to stop. It won't. There we go. Today I want to talk about something that worries mostly young teens, but it can be anybody. The feeling that nobody likes you. Yeah, which I will start this off by saying that is just completely not true. Unless you did something awful, like blended a cat. I don't know, that's pretty bad. But if that's not you, then you are in luck because there would be no reason to hide or feel ashamed of anything. Every situation is different to people and how they overcome this or how they would feel it in a way. Or maybe it's not the fact that people don't like you, but it would also be hard to make friends because you feel like people just aren't interested in you. That's kind of what I want to go in with this video because it relates to me a lot in my freshman year of high school. I used to be very scared and think a lot about how I'm going to make new friends in school. A lot of people have it very easy and get to live in the same place and make their group of friends in elementary and middle school and go into high school with them, and from there just kind of branch out into different people, and it gets bigger and bigger, and ultimately throughout the years it kind of just twiddles down just to a few people, and that's the beauty of it, you know? I didn't really have that. I was living in California for my whole life, and one day we just decided to move to a different state. During the summer I was supposed to go to the high school where all my friends were going and I knew everybody there, but going to a completely new place, kind of a thing I was very worried about. And you're probably thinking, like, that had to be so easy for you. You're like the funniest fucking person on earth, right? Well, yeah, I am. But I was very socially awkward and didn't really have the need to want to talk to people and make friends because I felt like, well, might as well just be mysterious for the rest of my high school years and not make friends and kind of just get through it, which ultimately is impossible to do. You will meet someone or make a friend in school. I promise you, you will. You will find someone, even if you were like the weirdest person on earth, and you might not think you're the weirdest person on earth, but you probably really are. You will find somebody to be friends with, and you will slowly find your own group to be weird with. I'm trying to look for food and I just can't. There's nothing to eat out here. I'm gonna die. Fox. I eat foxes. Damn it. Chicken jerky. Oh my gosh, I have this mod on. No. How do I eat the food? What do you have in your mouth? Oh. No. Oh my god. Holy. Oh no. Please don't. Alright, well. I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, everybody. Anyway, the point is, don't ever think everybody will hate you, or you'll always struggle with trying to meet people or befriend people. Realistically, you gotta give it time and also work at it. That's if you want to, make a connection with people. Now, this goes deeper than just finding anybody to be friends with or anybody to make a connection with. Back to when I moved to my new state and I lived in a completely different area and I didn't know anybody or how they did things, right? There was no reason for people to want to come up to me, to be friends with me. I never put myself out there. I never spoke in class. I never said anything. I never wanted to say anything. I always just wanted to stay quiet, and that really kept people from wanting to talk to me. I kind of just looked like a loser. But later down the road, I kind of realized that I did want to make friends, and I do want people to talk to. Now, the question was, how was I going to make these friends? Now, I could have just waited till I sat next to someone in class and kind of made small talk very easily, based on whatever their interests were, and if they were interested in the same things that I was interested in, which would make it 100 times easier, is what the normal person would do. Me, I was a little different. I thought moving to a different place meant, well, I'm just going to be completely different. I'm going to leave my past self in California and make a new personality, a new me. Well, that new me was just annoying. The new me was kind of just edgy and not the right crowd I wanted to associate myself with. But I did get to be friends with people. I did get to know a group, and I got to know a decent amount of all the people that were in my class here. So hey, it worked. Up until I didn't want to hang out with those people anymore because I didn't really like them. Kind of a funny thing to say when you are trying to make friends. But if you try to become someone that you are not to make friends, you're ideally going to be with people that you don't want to be with, because realistically, if you're forcing a personality to kind of blend in and mix with a certain group, do you really know those people? Do you do what they do? Do you have the same interest? Are you in a friend group that does things that you don't condone or you wouldn't do if you were on your own. These are things I would just want to tell my past self, because it would have saved me a lot of time and a lot of excuses and people that I tried being nice to and people that I wanted, quote unquote, to be friends with, when really I didn't know what was better for me. I didn't know that, quote unquote, the friend group I made around me would affect me a lot more than it should have. But that's my fault because I chose to be like that. But if you're not like me and you do have friends, you know, like a little tiny group, maybe 2 people, maybe 1 person, and you kind of want to meet new people and make new friends, the one thing I'd insist on doing is to be yourself. Please say this works. What am I doing wrong? Oh no. Work. What do I do? This mod is the dumbest mod I've ever. You know what? We're deleting it real quick. All right, so I did take off the mod, but they did take away all the things that I killed. So anyway, while I desperately escape away from the zombie, back to what I was saying. I'm not your parents. It's not my job to say who you're supposed to hang out with. I don't even know you, right? I don't know you. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you do, what you want to do. But if there's one thing that I would say, oh boy. My meat! My meat almost blew up. Oh my goodness. Meat almost got blown. Is that to make friends by being yourself. Please don't try to act different or cool for some people, because realistically, probably won't work out in the long run. But if you're just a young kid just going to high school, geez, this is gonna be scary. Like I was saying, that in high school, after you graduate, I'd say a good, depending on how many friends you have, quote unquote friends, it could just be people you know. From how many people you know, me, which would be my whole like senior class, I'm probably not gonna talk to about 90% of them. I know the people and I can say they're quote unquote my friends, but am I really gonna talk to them after? Oh my gosh, now I have to smelt this. Damn it, that's 2? That'd be a whole vein in there. And it's not that I'm not talking to these people because they're bad people per se. Just, I don't have anything in common with them. I didn't really bond with them. And of course, I couldn't bond with them because I didn't have much in common with them. Now, I could have acted like I did, and that probably could have gone somewhere, but I definitely would have been wore out by it. What was that? What was that? Why did it sound like that? What the fuck was that? Putting one headphone in. It is 3 in the morning right now. Not joking. I will take a screenshot of my phone. What was that? I'm getting out of here. I just want my diamonds and I'm gone. Give me some of your diamonds. There's a lot of personalities in school that I've met, and this can be for anything wherever you go. If you go to college, you'll meet so many people and see so many people that will be just so different. Hundreds of different people with different personalities. And it's not your job to meet all these people or know all of them, as in see them every day and become very close with them and everything. It's not your job. Don't ever feel bad for not becoming someone's friend. There'll be people that you meet that don't want to be your friend. And that could be for any reason. Any reason. You can be quote unquote ugly. You can look different. You can act different. They just wouldn't want to look at you, talk to you, or even acknowledge that you're there. You'll become very forgettable to a lot of people. And after high school's over, you'll forget a lot of people. Sure, maybe you'll think about high school and think, oh, I remember that person, blah, 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 right? But a day-to-day basis, you will probably, oh, how do I get up here? But from a day-to-day basis, you will probably not think about those people for a while. Back to what I was saying, I used to be a weird kid, right? I was not myself. I wasn't who I am now, right? I think if I was me starting out in high school with my same attitude, obviously, I would have had a way better experience and I wouldn't have been I don't know, just not me. And I regret it. I really do regret it. And even then, I do think it's a great learning experience. But I think there are some things to look out for, you know? So I kind of just got in the wrong group, and a group I didn't really like. But at the time, I didn't really know. I just like being around people, and I thought, you know, I have friends. Another thing in high school, don't ruin a friendship for something stupid or something that can be easily evaded. That's so stupid. I think I see people hate each other every day and then get distant. And they've known each other for a long time. I'm on like a Mr. Beast remote island. There's just nothing here. I was in a friend group that would do a lot of scamming and doxing and a lot of bullying. Not a big guy at bullying, Maybe I've done my fair share here and there in elementary or even middle school, but as of now, it's just kind of a dick thing to do. But it happens, so something you just gotta go through. I've never been bullied, but I bet it probably sucks. There's no food! There's no food! I've been going around. There's just no food anywhere. Oh, what the fuck? I passed this crafting table 30 times. I can't find anything. I can't find anything. To sum it all up, in case you had no idea what I was saying or I made no sense, which probably happened, just be yourself in the process of trying to make friends. And if you think people do not like you, I promise you there will be a bunch of other people that will find an interest in you. Or if it's not even a bunch of people, it could be one person. That one person, though, can change a lot. Because then that's two people probably looking, like not looking, but, you know, gonna probably be friends with someone else. That friend of a friend becomes friend with a friend. And then that friend becomes friend with a friend. And then friend with a friend, and then friend with... That's how it all starts. And then started being myself. People liked me for who I was and became friends with me. And I've grown strong bonds with people that I want to grow strong bonds with. But I'd say, do not worry if people don't like you. Because yeah, that'll happen. People won't, but there are people that will. What is more important than people not liking you is people not liking you for who you are. And if you know they don't like you for who you are, then you know those are the people that you're probably not going to grow a connection with. Like I said, there are people that will like you for who you are, and you'll have a way better bond. Anyway, little short yap I wanted to say. And one more thing, my last video has gone crazy, and I want to thank everyone for that. That is absurd. I've never gotten that many views on YouTube before. Well, I have, but a video that I liked, and for that to get so many views, right? Well, to me, a lot of views. To me, so many views. For a lot of people, it's not. But I'm very grateful for the amount of hours I got from it. Very close from 1,000 subs. That's probably like 2 months worth of work. That took me 3 years on a normal channel. It is crazy that 2 months in this channel has done the same for me I did in 3 years for another channel that I worked so hard on and put so much time into. And in this one, you know, I'm just having fun. I'm having genuine fun just talking. And for it to actually grow a little community, it's awesome. Anyway, just want to thank you guys, and please subscribe, please. We are so close to 1,000. My girlfriend said she'll make me a cake for it, and I kind of want that cake. So if you're seeing this and you're this far, just subscribe. Just forget I was even there. Just subscribe. Don't worry about the subscription, anything. Just subscribe. All right. Anyway, I will see you guys later. Peace out. Rah! Oh my gosh.